Hi friends, I am coming on today because I want to show you my grain mill, my Wondermill, and how to use it. So I'm going to do just a really quick demo today of milling grain with a grain mill. I'm going to be using and milling today hard red wheat. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 2/3 cup measuring cup, and I'm gonna mill that much grain. And the reason I'm gonna do that much is because 2/3 a cup of grain is gonna yield about 1 full cup of flour. And so I have a little container, and the top of it, I'm gonna just flip this little part over right here. My mill is already plugged in. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach this right here, and I just push it in. Now you have to make sure the lid is on the container really good, because one time it was not on and my flour, as it was milling, went everywhere, all over the kitchen. So I always make sure I have it on really good. Now, just a little warning here, the mill, when I turn it on, it does make sort of a loud sound. To me, it's kind of like the sound of a vacuum cleaner. But I will pour the wheat berries into the mill here in the top, and then you'll be able to watch and see it will just go down into the mill, and then I'll show you what the flour looks like at the end. So here we go. I'm going to turn it on. Be ready, because it does make kind of a loud sound. Oh, my setting here isn't right. I've got to make sure it's turned to bread. I have 3 choices: pastry, which would make a really, really fine ground flour bread, or coarse. And I always do the bread because that's just what I typically am using it for anyways, flour for bread. So here we go. Here it comes. So, that's all there is to it. So in here, I'm now gonna have about 1 cup, and I always kind of tap this and get the extra flour out that is in the lid and just in that little tube right there that the flour, the grain goes through once it is milled. And so now, here's what my flour looks like. And you can see it looks really different than the flour that you get in the store. And that is because it's got the germ and the bran in it. Your flour that you purchase at the grocery store does not have that, because those parts spoil very quickly. And so in order to be able to have that flour in the store shelf stable, they remove that. And the problem with that is that those parts of your flour have a lot of nutritional value in it. Now, I only do a little bit at a time, or what I'm going to use within the next day or so, because it will go rancid within about 3 days. And so the quicker you can use it after milling it, the more nutrients you're going to get in what you use. So that's just my demo today about milling grain with my Wondermill.